When planning our poster and magazine cover, we first researched existing ones on Google. Another great example of convergence in the technological world. Google allows you to search the entire internet in just a few seconds, finding any information you want. It allows you to view web pages, pictures, videos and many other features in all the same place, and this makes research extremely easy. We found a very interesting magazine publisher called Little White Lies, which sparked our interest because all their magazine covers are simplistic, but through the use of editing techniques such as fading and disorientating the image and the use of colours make it clear what genre the film is. Not having any more information than an image of the main character means that the audience is left intrigued by the poster as they want to find out what the film is about. Without the convergence of information that Google offers, we may have never seen a Little White Lies cover, and as a result we would have created a completely different poster. This probably would have been a generic poster such as Empire cover that we also created. Although we still created a very professional product, we felt as if we needed something more unusual and out of the ordinary style to encapsulate the thriller genre of our film, and we found this in the Little White Lies cover style. We went through a very similar process with our poster, however there was no particular style to follow, so we took inspiration from a range of different posters to create a unique product that suited our genre. We decided to display a phase of the villain on our. The original plan was to keep his identity a mystery, to heighten suspense around his character, and this is a conventional feature in a thriller film. However, we decided to use the sinister smile that our actor Ben has to create a sense of terror around the ringleader's character, in the hope that this would draw the viewer in and they would want to find out more of who he is and what he wants. The first step in creating our trailer was to research existing movie trailers using the video search engine YouTube, which allows you to search millions of videos that have been added to the site. We searched existing trailers of the thriller genre and recorded the general conventions that they all held. We were looking out for the sort of costumes that were worn, the lighting that was used and the location that was used, so that our trailer would fit the general conventions of the thriller genre. This meant that we knew what props we needed to buy and what costumes needed to be worn, and so that we could purchase them and tell our actors well in advance before filming what they needed to wear. When it came to planning our trailer, we knew that the best way to do this was the most effective way possible was to create a storyboard. We first drew our scenes out, stating what lighting and camera angles we would use. We added in these details because from our AS project, we discovered that deciding what camera angles and lighting to use whilst on set was very time consuming and meant that we filmed some scenes 3 or 4 times, which resulted in our actors getting restless. Once we completed this, we then drew each scene using a whiteboard to show how each scene would flow into the next. We recorded this by using the time-lapse effect for iPad and uploaded it onto iMovie. Here we were able to edit the video and add music over the top to add a bit of atmosphere.
For the construction of our trailer, we decided that it would be best to use the program Final Cut Pro. The reasoning behind this is that it's a sophisticated piece of software that is still fairly simple for us to use. The program also allows us to add a voiceover and a soundtrack. This was very useful as we could also adjust the levels of each layer of sound, which therefore creates an overall more professional feel. Whilst we were filming our trailer, we used a Samsung NX2000. As this camera belonged to me, it meant that we could use it whenever we wanted, without having to sign it out from the school supply. Obviously we found this extremely useful as it meant we could always refilm whenever we wanted to, without the risk of someone else needing to use the same camera as us. This particular camera also provides us with a very clear image, again adding to the professional appearance of our trailer. For our magazine cover and film poster, we used the same camera that we had during filming. After we had selected the images, we then uploaded them onto Adobe Photoshop. This program was very useful for us when creating our products, even though none of us were particularly confident when it came to using it at the beginning. That confidence then started to grow and we could cut and crop the images as well as lay each picture over the top of each other and then add different effects, such as the distortion effect we had in our magazine cover for the Little White Lies, and then also the ability to superimpose the ringleader's face over the top of Alice Harcourt and the gang members without making him the main focus of the poster and still having Alice as bold and strong. As you can probably tell, we have filmed all of the evaluation questions. To do this, we used a variety of cameras ranging from Canon, Panasonic, as well as the Samsung NX2000. We used such a variety of cameras as we were filming these evaluation questions in school, so we were able to use the school supply of cameras. Again, we uploaded all the footage onto Final Cut Pro. When it came to editing these videos, this meant that we could edit any mistakes, and there were quite a few, and then the videos would look smooth. We were also able to add sound. For this, we would choose music from iTunes and then adjust the volume of the song so that it wouldn't distract from what we were saying. Once we had finished every single post, whether it was filmed or typed, it was then uploaded onto our blog. We decided to use the site Blogger, as we all have experience with the setup of the site. We began with a template and then designed the blog to show the personality of our production company.